Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And now we get a look at Torrey Blaylock. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
How about an RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to take shots. We're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Quarterback keep. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Dangerous throw on that one. 2nd and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kick is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tackled immediately after the catch. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Drives inside. Jukes his way for more. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. To the air, it's Burns. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Stopped right there. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Nice move to keep running. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that one's incomplete. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. The short hands, it's Eccles. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll run it on first and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Burns. Still looking. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes a guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Complete to start this drive. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Jackson gonna throw it. They're all over him. Got rid of it just in time. Another incompletion on third down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Right back to the well. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. On the move, he fires. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. They want to throw it. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Gonna look downfield again. On the move. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The run inside. It's Nelson. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll take it himself. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Play action on first down. Spits it out to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Gets the back moving. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fires quickly. Good, strong tackle.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Sells to run, looking to pass. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hauls it in, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Wants to throw it. Looking left. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. They give it back to him. Makes a man miss. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Burns. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hands it off on the counter. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They march 72 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
2nd and long here. Jackson will throw. Look out! Fires on the move. Complete in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. From the gun. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Left side is Eccles. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another throw.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to throw, it's Burns. Right side, it's Eccles. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Rush is on. They're working that left side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. He uncorks one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 21 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Hurricanes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To throw, it's Burns. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Running inside. It's Blaylock. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Second down to the air. Quick completion on the out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Got a little space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Sooners have this offense rolling.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zips it out to his man. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his target. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Hauls it in. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Slots it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. It'll be a draw. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Sets his feet. It's Burns. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Floats it out in space. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just smothered on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got it. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. He's looking to pass. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Lets it fly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Burns. Oh, pressure's coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The fake wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson will throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running the option. It's Jackson.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's caught. It's Thomas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Sooners want to move quickly.
He was not forward on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Tosses it incomplete. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Keeping his eyes downfield. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The mission pretty clear here. This offense must have a touchdown. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the pocket, it's Jamison. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Second and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Turns it upfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw again. Under pressure. And they got him. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Makes a man miss. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Pulls it. He'll toss it. Nice move there. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He'll keep it again on the option. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Sends it back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Drops back on first down.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. We just got to be smart with the clock management.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Just had to get rid of it. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set.
And this offense chooses to run the football. They have...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.